So you're thinking about learning to swim. That's awesome. But let's be real. Figuring out where to start can feel, well, like you're already in the deep end, right? We're going to do more than just help you pick the closest pool. Today we are building your personal roadmap, the one that gets you feeling confident and comfortable in the water. I get it. You look online and there are a million options, right? It's easy to feel totally overwhelmed. But you're not alone in that. And hey, don't worry. In the next few minutes, we're going to slice right through all that confusion. I'm going to give you a super simple framework that puts you in complete control.
All right, so let's just dive right in, shall we? We're going to walk through a really simple 5-step guide. Think of this as the absolute core of building a swim plan that is made just for you.
Okay, so here's what that journey looks like. It all starts with you, a little bit of self-reflection, figuring out your skills and setting some goals. Then we get into the practical stuff, the how, like your learning style and what kind of lessons to take. And we'll wrap it up with how to find that perfect instructor. It's a really clear path from where you are right now to where you want to be, feeling great in the pool.
All right, let's get into it. The foundation for this whole roadmap, well, it doesn't even start in the pool. It starts with you. It's all about really understanding your personal starting line and, where you want that finish line to be.
So step 1 is all about a simple, honest self-assessment. I mean, it makes sense, right? Before you can pick the right class, you have to know exactly where you're starting from.
And listen, this part is so important. You have to be honest with yourself. There is absolutely zero shame in being a total beginner or even being a little scared of the water. Actually admitting that's the secret to making real fast progress. If you try to pretend you're further along and skip the basics, you're just going to slow yourself down.
Okay, so once you've got your starting point locked in, you need a destination, right? A place you're headed. And that brings us to step 2, setting clear, achievable goals. This is the stuff that's going to keep you motivated, and it's what helps an instructor design lessons that are perfect for you.
And look, we're not talking about training for the Olympics here, okay? Just think about small wins, things you can actually celebrate. Maybe your first goal is just to learn how to relax and float without that panicky feeling. Or maybe it's swimming, say, 15 feet without touching the bottom. These are the kinds of goals you can take to an instructor to make your lessons truly yours.
All right, so you've got your starting point, and you've got a destination in mind. Now it's time to figure out how you're going to get there. This is where steps 3 and 4 come in, and it really boils down to 2 big choices.
Are you going to try to teach yourself, or are you going to hire a pro? Now, I know it's tempting to just go on YouTube, but for a beginner, that's really tough. Those online programs are kind of one-size-fits-all. A real, live instructor, they give you personalized feedback, they adjust the path for you. Honestly, for anyone just starting out, getting a coach is almost always the way to go.
Okay, the next big choice is private versus group lessons. And yeah, this is a classic trade-off. Private one-on-one lessons, you're going to make faster progress, and they're especially great if you're nervous around water. Group lessons, on the other hand, are definitely more affordable, but you get a lot less of that individual attention. And here's something to think about. That super focused learning you get in a private lesson might actually save you time and money in the long run.
All right, so you figured out the what and the how for your lessons. Now we're at the final and honestly most crucial piece of the puzzle. Step 5, finding the right coach. Because let's be honest, not all instructors are created equal. So let's talk about how to find a really great one. Here's a pro tip, and it's a really good one. If you can, go observe an instructor before you commit. Seriously, before you pay for anything, just go watch one of their classes. See them in action. Do you like their vibe? How are they with their students? You'll get a gut feeling, an immediate sense of whether or not their style is going to work for you.
And while you're there watching, here's a little mental checklist you can run through. Are they enthusiastic? Do they seem patient and supportive? And here's a big one. Do they actually get in the water to demonstrate things, or are they just coaching from the deck? That hands-on guidance, that's a huge sign that an instructor is really invested in helping you succeed.
Okay, so let's zoom out and pull this all together. We've just walked through the 5 key steps to building your very own swim roadmap. We started with you, your skills and your goals, and then we navigated all those choices about lessons and, of course, the instructor. And this really gets to the heart of it all, doesn't it? There's no one-size-fits-all recipe for learning to swim. It just doesn't exist. We're all individuals, right? We have different bodies, we learn in different ways, we have different feelings about the water. So the best approach is always going to be the one that's designed just for you.
And that right there is the biggest takeaway. This is all about putting you in charge. It's not about finding some magical best swim program out there. It's about using this roadmap to build the program that is perfect for you. You are in the driver's seat on this journey.
So, that just leaves us with one final question to think about. After everything we've talked about, from figuring out where you are now to finding a great coach, what's the very first step on your roadmap going to be?